Hello and welcome back to Watertown 365. We have information about a virtual Stand Up for Recovery Day. We have information about a renovation of an apartment building. There is a festival that has been canceled due to the pandemic and so much more. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. This is Watertown 365. We are pulling up some information here and getting past the paywall and all that stuff. So here's what's up. Local organizations will participate in Stand Up for Recovery Day Tuesday to educate about recovery and barriers to those in active addiction, and will be speaking with state legislators about the issue. Stand Up for Recovery Day is an annual event hosted by Friends of Recovery New York, which is a non-profit organization that seeks to advance public policies and practices that promote and support recovery. In a normal year, different recovery organizations from across New York gather to educate each other about different resources in the state. This year looks different. They're trying to be creative and find ways to work together. And the topics of conversation for this year will be transportation, medication-assisted therapy in jails and prisons, and possible solutions, and the housing crisis in the area. Now, speaking of housing crises, the Watertown apartment building that suffered extensive fire damage is now being renovated. We're talking, of course, about 121 William Street. What happened was there was a serious fire last year. It was destroyed in late November internally, displaced several tenants. City police said this week the cause is still being investigated. State investigators were brought in to help with the investigation. They're still waiting for results to determine a cause. The owner of the apartment building says it's being rebuilt with upgrades that adhere to state codes. The tenant, Myra Shapiro, offered apartments to the tenants who were displaced by the fire at one of the nearly dozen other properties she owns in Watertown. She says she hopes 2 units will be available next week, another on February 15th, the remaining 5 at the end of April. And so the construction crew members are rebuilding the apartment complex even though they are these frigid January temperatures. Now, next up, the Irish Festival was canceled yet again due to COVID-19. The North Country Green Festival, it's what it's called. It was scheduled for March, canceled due to COVID-19, the 3rd year in a row that the festival has been canceled. This would have been the 35th year. And so the festival organizers decided to cancel this year's events for public health and safety. The current number of cases in Jefferson County are on the decline, but they would still like to take every possible precaution in an effort to keep community members safe and prevent the spread of the coronavirus, and the event's academic scholarship will continue this year. Now, here is some more weather news. Winter is returning with a blast after a momentary thaw. The high for Wednesday is projected to be 46 degrees in Watertown. Let's actually just see what the forecast looks like. So we're looking at some snow showers today, but then sunny for a few days, and then back to snow showers. But we're looking at getting into the mid to low 30s. And so North Country residents are no strangers to snowstorms and cold temperatures, but January was an extremely cold month. You're listening to this. The coldest recorded temperature was minus 19 degrees in Watertown. At the end of January showed 11 consecutive days of sub-zero temperatures, snow accumulation 42 inches, average temperature 10.6 degrees. Now, Watertown has had 42 inches of new snow, and the National Weather Service in Buffalo issued a winter storm warning for Wayne, Northern Cayuga, Oswego, Jefferson, Lewis, and Ontario counties. The winter storm warning will begin 1 a.m. Thursday and continue 1 p.m. Friday, with snow accumulations between 7 to 13 inches and the most amount of snow expected over here on Thursday night. So, let's talk about some COVID-19 news. There was one COVID-19 death reported Thursday. So, Jefferson and Lewis counties, plus St. Lawrence County reported 340 new cases of the virus. The one death in St. Lawrence County brings the total to 167. The county reported 191 new COVID-19 cases with a total of 25,351. 30 people hospitalized due to the virus. Jefferson County, 115 new cases. Lewis County, 34 cases. Now let's talk about Rogers' Hometown Pizzeria, which I'm still not exactly sure. Now they're called Myers Pizza. And so you can go over to search Myers Pizza, find them on Facebook. We can get to some actual posts. And so here's the latest update from Myers Pizza. We want to acknowledge that we are aware of how poor tonight's service went. We encourage anyone who experienced a less than stellar experience to reach out to us so we can address any issues and make it right. We know the service wasn't just not stellar, but even horrible for some. We went into our very first service with many staff members that had little to no experience who were learning as they go. We are working on the issues that we saw tonight and will get better every day. We hope you understand and bear with us while we get to where we know we can be. And it was opening night. There were glitches and issues, and if you look at the comments section here, it looks like everyone was very understanding and says, it's okay, I'll give you a try, stay strong, I'll order again, community support, you plan on ordering this weekend. So that's really great. And this is Myers Pizza. They're at 4, I think they're still there, 4 West Church Street in Adams, New York. Let's double check. Still there at 4 West Church Street. They are a family-owned pizzeria looking to stand out. They only serve the best pizza and wings in town. They take pride with their finest ingredients. Their dough is hand-stretched daily. The secret recipe pizza sauce is mixed fresh every day, and your pizza crusts come in traditional or thick upon request. And they just had their grand opening yesterday on February 3rd. And so check them out. They are in Adams, New York, over there on 4 West Church Street. And while you're checking places out, diamondstorage.us. Whether you're looking for a self-storage unit to store your valuable personal belongings or managing logistics for your business, Diamond Storage is your complete resource for home or business self-storage in Watertown. Diamond Storage has built the business around making sure they have fixed the typical problems and have ensured 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. They are located on Route 37. The exact address is 24561 New York Route 37. 24-hour access, rentals, and payments through their on-site kiosk. You find out more at diamondstorage.us. They have all their information about specials, photos, locations, different types of units, specials, contact information, live chat, email. It's all there, diamondstorage.us. And since we're talking about websites, do yourself a favor and go to watertown365.com. It's a great place to stay up to date about the things that are happening in Watertown, along with some randomness, right? Like about magnesium and about how intensive exercise is the best way to alleviate symptoms of chronic anxiety, about different like local sports news, the housing market, so much more. That's at watertown365.com. And then you go over to Facebook, facebook.com/watertown365, and you can see all about National Thank a Mail Carrier Day. You can find out about, what else is the latest? National Groundhog Day, of course, that was earlier this week. You're missing out on National Get Up Day and so much more. Facebook.com/Watertown365 and Watertown365.com. We will see you next week with the latest and greatest news happening around town. Have a nice week, have a nice weekend, and bye for now.